Hey there, vampires. Justice is back. He is here to suck and to duck under the bullets that will be shot at him when he fails the stealth missions. Or maybe he might just have a little bit of luck. No, he will not. He will not have that. The Beast is a name for the drives and urges that prompts a vampire to become entirely a monster, forsaking all humanity. The Beast makes it hard to tear away from a mortal when feeding. So our mission, we're going back to Tommaso. Well, we don't want to talk to him. What we want to do is go back to his base and go underground to try to find what's at the very bottom of everything. We have an idea, like a vague idea of what's happening. Like the whole thing is that this statuette that Mahmoud had is some sort of key. Oh, no, someone there. Well, I mean, we don't have any, like, objectives right now. We don't have to, like, pass any stealth. We can just be a surly vampire. A surly punch vampire. We can just do that. Or we could be stealthy. Right, so, the statuette... Oh, did I ever see that? There's a chain right here. Did I see this one before? Oh, well, the objective's that way anyway. Was this a shortcut over there? Well, let's see. Right, so the statuette that was stolen apparently has some sort of power within it. Some sort of connection. I guess it's just a shortcut. Tommaso wants this power.
What, me? No, I'm fine.
To control death. To be able to contact the other side. And find out the truth of what's over there. He's then going to use that to bring that information to the council to secure, like, a higher position for the Giovanni family in the council. Because he wants power, he wants status, he wants to lead.
I don't know.
And the statue has something in it that is going to get him there. The details are vague. We don't know exactly what he thinks the statue is gonna do. What it's capable of. What it is. We did see a note during the side quest that said that if a Giovanni... Okay, you're not wearing a mask. Alright, you're cool. You're cool. Say that when Giovanni uses the statue, that whatever's in there...
We got a trespasser.
Yep. Oh, did someone... I guess she must have shot me. Didn't look like... I mean, that was... It did some damage. It should be fine. Can I eat a bird? Hold on. Flew away. I don't know if I can eat birds. Oh, a medallion. I don't know if I can eat birds, but I can shoot a medallion. Hey, over there. Check out this shot. Nope, that was a practice shot. That was just to make sure, to get your attention, to make sure that you saw what I was doing over here. Now, check out this shot. Oh yeah, sharpshooter. Justice never misses. Except the occasional time when Justice does miss. But when Justice misses, it was intentional. It never... Look, you get the idea. Yeah. Why am I even talking to you? Because I hunger for friendship. Like, I hunger for blood, but I also... Check this out. I can climb this, like Spider-Man. You're familiar with Spider-Man here? Like, everyone knows Spider-Man. I'm sure they know of Spider-Man here in Venice. I'm just so lonely. I don't have any true friends. The only person who I really connected to was Mahmoud, and he abused me constantly. He's very cruel, and it just... someone's... You know, we never got a good look at these medallions. It has 3 masks on it. It's the first time we've gotten a really close look at it. I guess we have not been in here. Look, we're just looking for a friend. Just a friend. You know, maybe someone that we could, not necessarily talk business with. There are plenty of people we can talk business with. But, someone that maybe we know outside of that. Outside of my non-stop hunger for justice and blood and punching. Don't have anyone like that I can share that side of justice with. Justice isn't all about justice and the pursuit of revenge. Justice is a complex figure with desires and wants and needs. What about justice's needs? No one ever thinks about that. They never do. They never do. Whew. All right, this is where we came in. Whew. But as I was saying, the ultimate plot of the game seems to have something to do with using the statuette to figure out some way to gain power and knowledge over death, over the afterlife. But if that note we saw in the side quest is true, well, it's not going to turn out how Tommaso plans. It doesn't seem like there's anywhere for me to go up here. Why was there a pipe leading up here? I don't... Well, okay. Down we go. Vampire. Who wrote that note, though? Who is the person who actually knows what the statuette does? Now, we saw a collectible from Elena, who said that she went down... Hold on. Someone might walk back. I do have Unseen Passage currently on, in case I need to cloak myself. We saw a collectible from Elena, who said that she had been down underneath the villa and she found something. Maybe that notice was from her.
Huh?
I know who these punches are from. I know that much. Any medallions? Doesn't look like it. But if the notice that we read, well, why would she leave it down there? It would not make sense for her to just write it down and leave it there, so... But, it's a video game. So maybe she wrote it and left it there for, I don't know, some reason. If she did, does that... And she knows that someone will be torn apart if they try to use it. Did she want Tommaso to get it, the statuette? Because she hated Tommaso. Tommaso liked her. She did not share those feelings. We know from getting her collectibles that she hated Tommaso. Did she want Tommaso to get the statuette because it might lead to his downfall?
I went back down underground to Tommaso's torture chambers and feeding rooms and to places below them. Pietro was certain Tommaso was the one who kept him in that hole, and I was getting pretty sure myself that he was the man behind my sire's final death. Tommaso had easily overpowered me. Maybe Mahmoud was no match for him either. I needed more information, had to find a crack in his armor. What was he planning with the Venetian statuette?
Okay, once again, that is the other Justice voice. It's not the one I chose. Nothing wrong with the VA, I just feel that she should have been directed to lower the voice and make it gritty, make it dramatic. Make it... you know, maybe channel a little bit of that Christian Bale, a Batman. Maybe do a little bit of that is what we need for justice, is what I'm saying. It's just what I'm saying. It's what I'm saying here. Not enough of it. Alright, objective is over there. Nothing shining. Well, let's see if there's anything down here. Arrow pointing that way. Sure. Chain. Alright, we can go up there. Okay, good. Just able to reach up to grab that. Huh. Alright. Journal. Need to get to the other side. Maybe I can go over. We will see. Oh, there we go. Reach over, grab that. And get in. Come on, there we go. Get in there. Can I? It doesn't seem like I can grab it. Oh, there we go. My wrist is doing some weird vampire thing. Like that. Man, I didn't realize that being a vampire meant you were, like, triple jointed. It's hard to move it. Like, this is how it happened last time. But I thought we were just weak because we had no blood. Maybe that's not it. Maybe it's just hard to wiggle this. Like, it's wiggling a little bit. It's wiggling a little bit. Do I have to grab it a certain place? I'm not sure. It's not given. Okay, even if I could get in there, what would happen? I assume that door's locked. It's a cell. It's a jail cell. Surely it's locked. Wait, is that my cell? I wonder if that's the cell we came out of. Didn't consider that. I wonder if I was just trying to break back into my own cell. I probably don't want to do that. What I do want to do is get that one journal. Let's try this pipe. So, another pipe here. Oh, yeah. I was in here. I got a health urn in here. Okay. So I guess I was never able to get into this one, because there's a journal page there. Well, I don't know if I can get in there from here. So, talking about plot, if the journal entry we found in the side quest was written by Elena, because Elena did say she went underneath the villa and found something that Tommaso didn't know about, if she wrote that, and she knows that whoever uses the statuette is going to get torn apart by something inside it, and she hated Tommaso, did she want Tommaso to have the statuette? But another question comes up. If she had a plan to kill Tommaso, why would she let us kill her? She made it sound like her situation was hopeless, but if she had a plan in motion that would end up killing him, you'd think she would want to stay alive to at least see it. Unanswered questions. Unanswered questions. Well, let's just head to the objective. I need the cistern key. Unlock the door into the deeper sewers. Is this the door? Hey, that's a key over there. Is that the key to this? Well, okay, I need to get to the other side of this. Oh, right. We did this before. Pressing that button causes this to go up. Alright, well... we have to find a key. Down there. Oh, hello. You didn't see anything. You didn't see that. You didn't see anything. Hold on. Let me get one of my night arrows. I got it right here. Hold on. Okay. Enough crawling around. Whoop. Right in the dick. Or, you know. Oh, hello. Whoop. Sorry, I meant to say right in the genital triangle. You know, the general triangular shape that you got.
Fuck. There you are, monster.
All right. I took damage. I am almost dead. Almost all... Whoop.
Much too hungry.
That helped. Okay, that was close. So that ghoul almost got me, but I was able to give him the old kaboom with the blink. I can't open this. I can't move these boxes out of the way. Alright. It's a close one. Huh?
Hello?
What? Yes? Do you know who I am?
Oh, thank God someone... Oh, it's you.
Oh, it's you again.
Please find a way to open the cell door.
Did they kill your family?
I helped you take down the servers at Anna's Fondaco.
I remember.
Finally caught up with you.
Well, I guess it wasn't too hard for them after what you did.
Yeah. So, I mean, I didn't have to turn the surveillance cameras off back then. But I did. You know, I couldn't let your help go to waste.
You know a lot of things. I could help you out if you help me first.
What? No. I've already done more than my share.
Alright, let's keep intimidating.
There's a door in here, leading downward. It's locked. Where's the key?
I can't tell you. I've done enough to aggravate them.
We've done this before.
I'd be more than happy to let you stay in here and rot.
God damn it. I overheard them talk about it. The key's in the storeroom over there. They hid it pretty well. They said someone had broken out of here recently. Now, please, let me out of here.
I'll see if I can find a way to open the door. Make yourself comfortable. It might take a while.
It's always like this with you.
Yeah, it is always like this. Alright, dungeon cell key is what we need. Now, he said that the actual key we were looking for is in the storeroom. Well, was he talking about this storeroom? Or maybe... Okay, I have two objectives now. Maybe not this storeroom, maybe another one. Turn those off. But what about the key for him? Is another thing. Where will we find that? Is it something we'll come across on the way? Or something that we're going to have to go out of our way to look for? I do like that he returned. He showed up again. Usually when we intimidate someone and make them do something that they don't want to do, they don't show up again. Oh, here's that journal. Here it is. I think I have seen this. I don't know how long I've been here in the dark. I don't know if it's night or day. I remember the sun. The skyline was beautiful on fire. I do hope to see it again. Yeah, I think I saw that one. Pretty sure. Right, and then there's a hole in here. That's going to be locked. And then in here. And that door's open. Yeah, I remember going through these 3 cells and wondering, why did I do that? Didn't seem like there was really a reason to. Still wasn't really a reason to. Ah, hold on. Bring the ladder down. Alright, unlock a shortcut. We love unlocking shortcuts. That's the locked door. Alright, well this goes up into these pipes, I think. It didn't seem like we could really go anywhere from there. Alright. We're on the hunt for 2 keys. 1 is enough. Never mind 2. And he said we're looking for a storeroom that is going to have... Well, the key we're looking for. The first key. Who knows about the second key? Justice said it might take a while. Look, whether you help Justice or whether you don't help him, things are probably not going to turn out very well for you. Either way. It's kind of a thing with him. If you just end up in his path, oh well, sorry about that. Just bad luck, I suppose.
Hey, what? You're going.
Mm-hmm. I'm cloaked, by the way. If you didn't realize that. Oh, camera sees me. Well, that's fine.
Yeah, reporting in. Nothing found, but
I mean, honestly, being a punch vampire is quite a bit of fun. The camera's staring right at me. No one seems to be especially concerned about the camera going off like this. Yeah, I am very hungry. Hold on.
Damn it.
Huh. I think I broke her neck. What? 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 Oh. Well, I connected with the punch, but he got me with the gunshot. Getting too cocky. Need to remember my vampire roots. But punching is fun. And surprisingly effective. Alright. Unlock the door to the deeper sewers. Let's see. Right, we were going this way. Hello.
shit!
Everyone, I found them!
Yeah, I took a lot of damage.
Damn it.
Looks like gotta rev it up. Rev up the old engine.
This is no.
Whoop, hold on. Someone's right there. Nope, that was too many. That was too many. Punching... If you have two people there, it's probably not going to work out too well because they can shoot you very fast. Diablerie, the forbidden act of consuming the blood of another kindred to the point of final death. We do that quite a bit. I mean, if the ghouls count as kindred, don't actually know what the rules are. I guess we haven't actually done it to a full-fledged vampire. Oh yeah, we could like do stealth, couldn't we?
I think no!
Oh. Hey. What are you doing standing up there? See, I tried to do stealth. I tried to do it. Look what happens. Look what happens. Stealth is the game of losers. Not a winner like justice. Once I've reached a certain part of the story, I'll unlock the replay undertaking menu, and I can try to replay optional objectives. They know you're gonna fail them. They know that. Alright, so that ghoul... Yeah, it's right there. Saw me when I was climbing the pipe. Okay, good. It's going the other way. Alright. Alright, now let's try climbing this pipe. What? Now let's do it. Okay. But punching is fun. But we also need to make progress. In that room, maybe? Just to make sure. Yeah, that has a doorknob. That's a real door. There are so many dudes here. We have one right below us, one in front of the door, two over there. Yeah, one of them's a ghoul. Alright. Well. Do we want to be dramatic about it? Let's see. Wait for the ghoul to walk away, maybe. Really should use my disciplines more. It's easy to forget how to use them. Point. There we go. No. Well, that was fine. There we go. There we go.
Someone's here.
Num num num.
Signs of the intruder.
All right. Okay.
Nothing here.
They don't know to look up.
My guard up. I'm sure there was.
They don't know to look up.
But they're probably around here somewhere.
No.
I didn't mean to do that. Fell off the ledge. Did not mean to fall off the ledge. Still, most of them are taken out. So, I mean, we're hurt and we're hungry. Overall, though, that was a success. Let's close this. There we go. All right, get in here. There's a key. And a little snack. This is kind of a nice little cell. I guess it's not a cell. It's boarded up from the inside. Someone really didn't want anyone sneaking into their room. Okay, this is the cistern key. This is not the dungeon key. So, we can get to our objective, but our friend is going to have to wait. Well. Wow, what's going on there? An aberration of reality. You don't see this too often. Of course, reality is just perception. It's not stone. It's water. It flows and seeps. You can penetrate it and it can penetrate you if you look just at the right time. Most mortals don't do that. They don't know what they're missing. Only the true sons of the spirits of darkness have such awareness. Oh, right. Cameras. All right. How do we want to get back? Doesn't look like there. I guess this is a dead end here. So we need to get down to the lower floor. I mean, we've been to that. We've been to the locked door. Hold on. We just have to remember how to get back to where we need to be. And of course, a little more. Just a little bit. Oh, here we are. Here we go. Locked door open. All right, so this is the locked door that... Oh, what's this? What? All right, I mean... We're justice. If we made a deal, someone helped us out, I mean, we're honor-bound, I suppose, to go help them back. I mean, I guess we don't have to, but I mean, we should. Like, it'd be weird if we didn't. Get over here? Can I reach that? Oh, no. Oh, I guess I must have died. I guess, when I died, like, this got rechained. There we go. I was about to say, I thought I was able to reach that ladder. Alright, I think he's up on the next floor. Can't... Of course, can't blink up there. Someone coming? Yeah, someone's coming. There we go. Also, I banged my chair, as I frequently do when playing VR games. It's immersive. You know, sometimes it's like, you know, you think you know you're playing a game, nothing can actually hurt you, and then, like, you slam your hand into something real hard, and it hurts quite a bit. And it's like, wow, it's like I'm really in the game. It's like I'm really being shot and punched and bitten. Such immersion. I have, like, a scuff on my hand because of the video game. All right, here we go.
Thank you. I'll repay you somehow.
All right. Hope your family's not dead. I mean, his family might be dead. Oh, hey. Let's get this.
The elders of the clan of death gather in the council. Only those who have contributed true value to the family have a place there. I have been part of the council for more years than I can remember. I have not, however, unlike some of my peers, become complacent. There is always room for more ambition, more power, and it is within our grasp. Some say our family is stronger since the reunion, but I do not think so. Yes, there are more of us, and there is strength in numbers. But should the Giovannis have to rely on the support of rabble like the Capuchin or the Samedi? Or Should we grab the power that belongs to us without a care for what the interlopers think?
Hey, did you hear that? I haven't actually had the opportunity to ask anyone this, but sometimes I grab like a thing, and then I hear a voice start talking. Usually I'm alone when that happens. This is the first time someone's actually been here, in the room with me when that happened. Did you hear like Tommaso talking about death and power? Oh, yeah. Did you hear him saying that like he likes to do? No, maybe it's just me. I'm a little unsure. It's just I would just like a little clarification. Oh,
Can't mantle over... No, I can mantle over that.
just like a little clarification as to whether or not I'm imagining when the voices say these things. You know, it might be magic, it might be the dark spirits, or it maybe it's not that. Maybe I'm just maybe I have some problems happening, you know. I have considered therapy every now and again, but I mean, then I just go bite some people, and then it doesn't seem so bad. But maybe that's just a self-perpetuating loop that I've put myself in, where I never solve my problems. I just, you know, make myself feel better, make it feel like my current problems aren't so bad. But it's only temporary. It's only a temporary solution. Really, my biggest curse isn't the vampirism. It's that I've never been willing to do what's necessary to permanently solve my problems, my issues. Maybe if we get out of Venice after this is over, maybe I'll give some serious thought to that. I mean, Mahmoud's gone, so it's not like he can boss me around anymore. Maybe this is a new day. No, not a new day, because the day would kill me. Maybe this is a new night for justice, a new chapter in my story. I'm not hungry. He can be the rat. Maybe justice doesn't have to be the cruel creature of the night dispensing revenge, attempting to finally murder the killer of his parents. Maybe it doesn't have to be like that for him. You know, previously when I was in the sewers, I started waxing philosophical about what I could learn from Bubsy. Knowing what sort of connection the Bubsy the Bobcat has with vampires. And if this is a new chapter in the story of justice, then, well, maybe I need to just take some time to think about what I can learn from Bubsy. He always seems so carefree, so easygoing. Let's see. I could use these pipes to get over there to that garbage. Is there a reason to do that? Unsure. Let's do this. It's lowering the water. Bubsy says what could possibly go wrong. And when he says that, it's not out of ignorance. It's not that he really thinks nothing could go wrong. Looks like I'm going that way. But there's a tunnel this way. It's important to know that Bubsy does not speak out of a place of ignorance, but rather optimism. When he says, what could possibly go wrong? He knows things could go wrong, and he's saying he goes forth with that knowledge that maybe he's about to meet his death, and he does so with a smile that's full of water. It would kill me. There is I could probably stand on that thing, but I don't think there's anything I could actually do down there. He's not saying be ignorant of the dangers.
Oh. It's those. Hold on. Is there like a cloud? Because there was like a skull. Can I grab this? No, okay. About to say, am I going hand over the water? I don't think I am.
Truly, Bubsy the Bobcat is the bravest soul I've ever known. I mean, I've never actually known him. It feels like I know him. He treks across a planet full of people who hate him, who want him dead.
And he winks at them and says,
what could possibly go wrong? He knows he walks forward to certain death. Am I going to meet certain death when I go waist deep in this water? I'm a little unclear about this, but I guess there's only one way to find out. No, okay. Maybe I have to be totally submerged to die. You'd think being a vampire I would know this already. I have not been entirely clear about it, but it seems like we're good. We're doing fine. What?
Wait, what was that? I don't know what that was. Did I die upon pressing the button, or did I... Huh. Was I killed before... Did I not press the button? Was I killed by something else? Okay, it's starting me right here. What was that? Oh. Have I pressed it? Okay, no. It is the button that's killing me. Is the idea that I'm standing waist deep in water and I'm pressing a button, am I getting electrocuted? I don't know if that's what this is, but I feel like I'm not getting a clear idea. Yeah, I mean, alta tensión. I'm assuming it's high voltage. That leads over there. Is it just that... Oh, hold on, the water is lower. Wait. Did the button register even though I died? Because it's not waist deep anymore. It's like ankle deep. I'm a little confused, honestly, about what just happened, but I think the button is active. Yeah, the water's lower. But why are skulls appearing here now? Or at least there was one. Okay. Oh, a collectible.
The Cappadocian promises me insights into many things. Secret ceremonies and the rituals of oblivion. I found her wandering the tunnels beneath my villa, as if she'd risen from the waters. Who knows, maybe that is exactly what happened. No matter, she understands me and my ambitions. She is a perfect tool to get what I want. It is only slightly galling that her necromantic powers are a mystery to me. Then again, as I said, she is but a tool, and tools are meant to be used.
Alright, so there's water here. Yeah. And this is lowering. So that's going to kill me if I keep... It's hard to see the water, actually, but it is there. So that's going to kill me if I keep walking down there. Alright, was the only reason to come down here to get the collectible? Because that might have been. I'm unsure. The objective is on the other side of the big room here. So maybe that was the only thing I was meant to do. I'm just confused as to what was happening here. What with the death button and the death button working even though I died after pressing it. I don't understand this. But if that was what I needed to do, then that's what I needed to do, so that's fine. So yeah, the Cappadocian, the masked person, is another mystery. We don't know anything about this person. Let's see, can I grab this? Oh, actually, I can warp onto that. There we go. And here. And here we go. Up here. And, there we go. There we are. Alright, the objective. Maybe that was just a collectible. Well, we can see what we need to do is to get over there. There we go. Right, so the Cappadocian, what's her thing here? What's her goal? Why does she want to help Tommaso? Well, I mean, we don't know anything at all about this person, so no way to know. There we go. Water is lowering even more. Skull. Okay, that worked. Punching it away worked. Now, when I first encountered the skulls... Okay, maybe now I can go down there. When I first encountered the skulls, I was able to punch one away, but I still died, but... Oh, medallion. But that was probably because there were other skulls flying at me. If it's only one skull, I can punch. 30 out of 45. 3/4. Okay, let's see, can we get to the other side? Get over this. There we go. Oh, another Elena collectible. So many collectibles being left in the sewers.
He will regret the day he embraced me. I will lead him to his own doom. When the spirit in the statuette ravages his mind, my face will be the last he sees. He will look at me, and he will not understand. How could this happen to him, of all people? I will take off the mask, and I will laugh when he realizes that he sealed his own fate years ago, when he gave me the kiss. And then the ceremony will truly begin. And that strange, insane creature in the statuette will enter him, and it will tear him apart. What happens after that is out of my control. I'll die knowing Tommaso, out of his mind, will destroy everything he has ever worked to accomplish. What more could a girl wish for?
Alright, that does sound like it confirms that... So something down there. Does sound like that confirms that Elena was the one who wrote that one journal during the side quest. Over there? Yeah, we can blink that far. Nothing in here. I guess this is just a part to walk on. And then up over there. Yeah, like that. Sluice wheel. I have not found a wheel. There's a wheel. What are you doing over there, sluice wheel? How do we get to that? It's garbage. Can climb up that. Is there a reason to climb up that? That's where we got the collectible, wasn't it? I believe so. We went from there, around there. Well, let's see. Not too many ways to go. And this is one of them, so I guess this is where we're going. Alright, so Elena has a plan. Had a plan to kill Tommaso. She wants him to take the statue. Alright, we're back here. Wants him to use the statue, but he's not gonna get what he thinks he's gonna get from it. So it's all a plan for Elena's revenge. I guess she found out about the statue. Maybe she clued Tommaso in, and that's what led to Mahmoud being killed for the statue, because Tommaso wants power. He wants all the power. Can I grab that? Can I let go and grab it? Huh. Yep, there we go. Always a little bit nervous about doing that. Well, we've been here already. Let's get in here. There we go. All right. Over there is where the wheel is. How do we make our way back there? Like, we've walked around these tunnels already. I don't think there was any... Yeah, this just leads to a dead end. I don't think there's anything that we can do to get closer to over there. What passage will lead over there? Right, we got a collectible here. Oh, the water's gone. The water that filled this is no longer here. Here we go. What are you doing over here? Into the dark dimension you go. It's a good thing we don't have to manually carry these things. Anything here? I mean, it's very dark. Usually if it's real dark, that's just, you know, the universal sign of there's nothing here. You don't need to go over here. Being that the game doesn't have a flashlight, that is a pretty hard and fast indicator, since you do not actually have the means to illuminate dark areas. Interesting thing to think about is that if they did give you a flashlight, then that wouldn't be such a hard indicator that there's nothing there, because you could just light it up yourself. But the fact that you can't, you don't have the power to do that, does make you think, okay, there's just nothing I can do here, I guess. Back here. Onto this. There we go. I wasn't sure if I was going to fall in the water, but I didn't. Okay. Over here. And up here. Okay, back to where you belong. There. Okay, there we go. Deeper and deeper we go, into the bowels. I mean, that did not go down that far. What did that say? Oh, hold on. Objective. Ah. No. Stop. I'll punch you. I'll give you the 1-2. Let's see. Open the lower gate. Over there. Can I warp onto the pipe? Yeah, we can do that. What am I looking at? It's very dark. There is a gate. All right. Are there controls for this gate that are now exposed? It didn't lower all that much, is the thing. Oh, wait, that button. That button back at the start of this. That's probably that. Hold on. Can we... Yeah, okay. My dark vision is showing me that electricity is running through there, up here, back to that button that I pressed when I walked in here and I said, what does that do? Doesn't seem like it's doing anything. It wasn't doing anything, but it does something now. There we go. And down we go. No, no, no. Ah. Almost. Almost got through it. I was just got a little too much momentum past the pipe. Just a little too much.
Pity I'm not the type of vampire that can transform into a bat.
Current objective. Nothing? Is it... Okay, maybe it's open? My current objective is nothing. Which is a little unnerving, honestly. A little ominous.
Sometimes it would be helpful if I was able to transform into a bat or maybe some mist. Don't know why I didn't get one of those gifts.
Alright, now we have an objective. We're exploring the area. How are we doing? On just a little hungry. Just a little. Now, what would we have done if Pietro didn't get us this crossbow? Hold on. What? Oh. Tracking got a little weird there for a second. There we go.
But something that never gets weird is the aim of justice. The dead-eyed, bull's-eyed. Do you say it like that? Like if someone's a marksman, do you say they are bull's-eyed? That doesn't make sense. I don't think it means they have the eye of a bull. It doesn't make sense to old justice. What is the etymology of the term bullseye? I find the origin of phrases and words fascinating.
Well, this kind of looks like the church that Pietro hangs out in. All right. Similar style, similar lighting. Just much deeper underground. Oh, there's like an elevator. I mean, we don't want to take the elevator back up, though. Like, we spent all this time trying to get down. Yeah, we're not going to be able to use that. They knew. They knew you'd try to press the button. No, you're not going back up. You just have to come down again, and no one wants that.
What the hell are they doing down here? I should talk to Pietro and return later.
Oh. Really? But we're right here. New journal entry. Let's see. There it is.
While digging under Venice, Tommaso's crew had found an old crypt. There was a large locked door there, and I could hear chanting coming from beyond it. I decided to return to Pietro to plan our final moves.
Chanting? Hold on. I don't hear any chanting. Am I supposed to? It's very quiet. Oh, well, I mean, we spent all this time trying to get down here only to leave once we've reached the destination. But, I mean, I guess we now know that there is an elevator that comes back down here, so Justice can just come... He could just take the elevator when he wants to return. By the way, Is Justice aware of the plot points that are being revealed when we get collectibles? Because by getting Elena's collectibles, we have now discovered that she has this plan to kill Tommaso by using the statuette. And that's the reason that this whole thing is happening. It's her plan to assassinate him. Is Justice in on that? Does he now know this? He hasn't acknowledged it. Like, it's information us, the player, is getting, but Justice doesn't seem to know it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Going up. Collectibles you find in Venice can be inspected in the hideout. It is true. Actually, there were bonus objectives there. Does that mean the mission is still going? The mission, apparently, is still going. Okay, I thought we were just going to go warp to the hideout. No. That's not what's happening. Dark spirits, you know the deal. Show me my enemies. So are we just going back up through the prison? I mean, I don't know if there's anything new to find in the prison, though we certainly didn't get to this room before. Well, I can't go through this. Alright, that's lowering that. Wonder which way we should be going. Is there a reason to do that with the water? Doesn't seem like it's going towards the objective. Seems like this is going. This is closer to the objective. But maybe collectibles? You know? Maybe medallions? Maybe a journal. In a sense, I am glad that you are buried in a tomb, for I would have clawed through the earth like a madman just to feel the warmth of you. I will walk with you again in our garden. I will hold your hand and feel your skin soon, my love. My brothers, whom I love too much. Honestly, this does kind of read like a passage from the Hog Brothers Eat Each Other. My brothers, I love you so much. I would claw through the earth like a madman just to feel the warmth of you. Necromancy involves communicating with the dead by summoning their restless spirits from beyond the shroud, or returning a person to life. The following notes will describe the procedure. We read this one. I didn't read that other one, I know that much, but that one we read. Objectives over there. I guess we should check something out over here. No, that's locked. Any glowies? Oh no, we've been here. This was a storeroom. I intimidated someone to let me in. Yeah. So maybe was this wall not knocked down yet? Because I don't remember being in here. At Heartsease, 1804, February 14th, Marcella Bellini, 21 years old, beloved wife of Dr. Antonio Bellini, passed away after a short illness. We're all very sad. Such a short illness, it seemed like she was going to recover. Okay, there's a couple ghouls walking up there. I was about to say, the objective did have Predator and Pacifist, but I haven't seen anyone. But no, there's people up there. Nice looking mural. Oh, we've been here. Oh, this is the, this is where the defectors were. The church. We came in here and killed the defectors. So we've been on this map. I don't know if there's the chance of any additional collectibles. But we have been here. Can I... Is there a reason to go up this ladder? Is there anything up there? I can't seem to get to the other side of it. Can I blink? I can blink over there. No, I can't. Huh. Okay, I can walk over here. I can try to pull myself. There we go. There we go. Don't think I need to get up there. Do you want... Oh, the front door is where I'm going. Alright. It wants me to go down there. Well, there's a ghoul. There's another ghoul. It's only the two of them, it seems. That one is not going to see me. This one could possibly. Let's wait for them to walk over there. Let's drop down and we're out. Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. Does that mean? Could it possibly... No. Okay. No. Okay, Predator and Pacifist meant the entire thing, not just that one little bit. Okay. Never mind. I was thinking for a second, hey, does that count for like this thing? No. The whole thing we've been doing. I was not that fortunate. Not that fortunate. I did kill some people earlier on. That was so long ago, though. It was that was like early on in this mission. Maybe it should just like look past that and just think about the second half of the mission where there was like barely any enemies and I didn't kill anyone. That kind of counts. But what does count is I found all the collectibles, 1500 XP. Back to the Inner Sanctum. Okay. Almost filled out the entire board, and that makes sense because I'm pretty sure we're just about at the end of this game. Okay, what do we want with 1950? I don't have enough for Blink 3. Scorpion's Touch is the lethal arrow. And you know, why not? Why not just kill dudes with arrows? It's not like we're not killing dudes anyway. We could just do it from a distance with this. Alright, only 4 powers left on that. What does Pietro think about things? We found the church. Long reach lets you fling items that are unreachable towards you and into your grasp. Again, I'm unsure how much Justice knows. Because I've been finding collectibles, I'm pretty sure I have a good deal of the story filled in. How much does Justice actually have filled in, though? I don't know if he's actually hearing. I do have an update. I don't know how much he's actually hearing from these collectibles.
Let's conclude our business here, so we can finish this. Did you find anything in the tunnels?
They're deep, all of them overflowing with water. But Tommaso has had pumping stations installed.
For what reason, one wonders.
You know these people better than me. What would your next move be?
Tommaso Giovanni cares only about 2 things. Money and power. He wouldn't have spent so much energy on the statuette if it was inconsequential to him. Let's set up a meeting. Tell him you have more information about his rebellious schools. Tell him he needs to hear it. But it's going to cost him. That's a motivation he understands.
And when he shows up, we kill him?
Yes. Then we kill him.
All right. Meet with Tommaso. New journal entry. Oh, he didn't walk away. Usually you just walk right into me when we're done talking. Okay, so no, I guess Justice doesn't know. He said, they asked, why does he have the pumping stations? And he's like, I don't know. No, he does know. He had the pumping stations to get the water out so he could get to the church. And he wants to get to the church because the church needs to use the statuette in the church because he wants the power and the knowledge of how to control the dead in the afterlife, to gain that power and then use that knowledge to get power, political power in the council and lead them. Gain status and stature in vampire society. That's his plan. But we also know Elena has a plan. She's playing him to kill him when he tries to enact this. We know this, but I guess Justice doesn't know it. What does my journal say? Is this our final journal entry?
I had set up a meeting with Tommaso, who would hand over the statuette as a thank you for killing his defeated ghoul. He was obviously not going to do that, but we would get around that little detail by just tearing his throat out.
All right. Yep. It looks like we're gonna moida him. That's the plan. But I mean, Elena's plan is also to moida him. So Tommaso is getting moided from two directions, it seems. Let's take a look at the collectible room. I just want to check something. Did we only find 2 Tommaso plan collectibles? I thought we found like at least one more. Oh, we filled it. Okay, we completed Elena's story. We got all 5 of her collectibles, which is why we know about her plan. Hakata, we were missing 1. Banu Hakim, we only found 2. Justice's story, I'm missing 1, which I'm sad about because I want to hear more about how terrible he was at his prosecutor job. Pietro's story, we only found 2, and Tommaso, we're missing 3. That's unacceptable. And we have 30 out of 45 medallions, which going into what I'm assuming is the final mission. I guess we can confirm it's the final mission. Hold on, we can confirm it. Going into the final mission, that feels like we missed plenty of medallions. Let's go into here. Here we go. All right, the stages. Yeah, there's 1 empty spot. So we just did Shadows and Whispers, mission 11. 1 blank spot for mission 12, and then we have these 4 filled in for the side quests. So this whole thing is almost filled out. I assume the final mission is called The Setup, and that once we complete that, then I could actually try to replay missions to try to get alternate objectives, find collectibles, get medallions, things like that. But it looks like next time we're entering the final mission as it's time to set up Tommaso. I'm assuming we're going back down in that church and probably find out what this whole statuette business is actually all about as we continue on with Vampire the Masquerade Justice.